Hi, Donna Galinsky with Allen Tate Real Estate here. Thank you for joining me for episode 21 of Talk About It Tuesday. Today I'm going to talk to Katy Perry of Ascendant Imaging about how to get your home ready for pictures when you're putting it on the market. Best practices, tips to make it show the best. So stay tuned. We're going to go inside and talk to Katy. Thanks. Welcome to episode 21 of Talk About It Tuesday. Today I'm here with Katy Perry, home photographer extraordinaire.
Thanks, Donna.
And Katy is going to tell us how to get your home best ready for photography when you list it on the market. So let's start with before we go room to room,
Okay.
let's start with your top tips in general for getting a house ready to be photographed.
Definitely. So there's some easy things that you could do right away that make it just show a lot nicer and show up a lot better in pictures. So any sort of flat surface like countertops or tables or the fridge, side tables, anything like that, we want to get rid of as much clutter as possible. So any mail, any papers, magazines, books, remotes, we want to just hide all that stuff in a drawer. It doesn't have to be nice in a drawer. You can just shove it in a closet and away it goes. We want to make sure all the curtains are open. We want all the nice natural light to come in and show how nice and bright the rooms are. Always try to make sure your beds and linens are fresh and kind of pressed so that they're not wrinkly and showing all these little imperfections. That sort of stuff shows up pretty easily. Bathrooms and kitchens especially, we want to get rid of any sort of cleaning products or toothbrushes, toothpaste, shampoo, soap. All of that stuff can go in drawers and be hidden. It's just usually not that nice to see other people's toothbrushes laying out and around. And then you want to kind of pick up as many large family portraits that you have around. Small pictures are fine, but kind of like big family portraits that are over a fireplace or a couch, we might want to just take those down for the pictures. Those are your biggest quick tips to go through.
And we'll go through room by room. And
Perfect.
we'll show you what's in this house and you'll tell us what to do to get it ready.
Yes, absolutely.
See you in the kitchen.
Just hand towels right here.
Mhm.
They're not really adding anything to the scene. They're just kind of distracting you from the nice fridge. And then, like we were talking about earlier, this whole flat surface, there's a lot of stuff on here right now, which is all normal, usable stuff, but we want to store it for the pictures. So we want to get rid of this little coffee maker, our vitamins over here, all of our little coffee containers and water bottles. Over here at the stove, I don't actually mind the little teapot. I think it's kind of a cute little staging item. I would get rid of the cutting board just because it blocks our nice tile backsplash. Up here in our little nook, we've got some actually really nice tile back there. So in order to show that off, I would take all of the spices and oils out of there so we can show that off really nicely. The knife block, I don't mind. Over here in the corner, I would get rid of all of our kind of miscellaneous bottles and containers, our dog treats especially. We want to hide our pets from everyone. And then over here by the sink, I would definitely get rid of our paper towels. Same thing with the stuff all around the corner here. And then we want to put away our scrubber and this little pot right here. Same thing, you just want to open this space up and show how much area you have to work without cluttering it up.
Okay. We'll do what you said to do, and then we'll come back and do a finished product afterwards.
Perfect.
All right, Katy. So we're in this home den / office. What do we do in this room?
All right, this one's a super common room, super used, so there's usually a lot of things that we can do to really quickly clean this up. Over here by the TV, we have just some miscellaneous electronic things. We want to stash those. Then we've got some books over here. We want to find a spot for those and just kind of miscellaneous iPhone cases, stuff like that. We want to put those in a drawer and clear that surface off. Over here by the desk, we want to do basically the same thing. There's just some papers and work items over here. We just want to clear all those up, kind of corral those together so we have a nice open space right here. The windows look pretty good right now, but we want to make sure these curtains are nice and open and even because we've got lots of light coming in this way. We want to make this room look really bright and fresh. This couch right here is a perfect example of something that we can really easily fix. So if we have any pets or animals that like to look out the window, like a lot of us do, they might leave a little dent in the couch, so we want to make sure and fluff that area. make sure it looks nice and fresh, and hide the fact that we have pets, because even though we love them, not everyone does. Same thing with the pillows. We want to watch these tags. You can usually pretty easily just flip these a different direction so the tag sits underneath them and it's not visible at all. That's a quick, easy fix there too. Over here on the table, another easy fix, we want to get rid of just our miscellaneous magazines, newspapers, phone chargers, remotes, tissues. All that stuff should be just hidden away, move to another room for the picture so you don't see it at all. And then the same thing over here on the windows, we want to open those curtains all the way up and let all that nice natural light in.
And these 2 shelf units up here?
These 2 shelf units are okay, I think. When you have little collections that kind of work together, all the items go together and are grouped accordingly, then it looks fine. What I would be concerned about is if we had things that don't match, or we had some just miscellaneous newspapers or mail or little baskets or trinkets, then we can kind of clean that up. But we have little collections like that, they actually look nice.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you so much. All right, Katie, let's move into the living room / den and see what needs to be done in this space.
Perfect, let's look around. So first we're kind of starting here at this little bar area. I think we're actually looking pretty good over here. There's just a few kind of decorations which I'm totally okay with. Moving over here to the TV area, we do have a lot of family pictures here on the table. I would kind of remove at least half of those, probably closer to 3/4. And then one of the areas you want to pay close attention to that's easy to forget is all of the shelves in your entertainment center. So we have a lot of miscellaneous stuff down here and just some electronic equipment that we can just tidy up a little bit. That's an easy fix. Same thing over here at this table. You really want to pay attention to those spaces that are easy to forget down on the bottom. So we have a lot of magazines and mail down here we want to clean up and get rid of. Same thing on our surfaces, just like we talked about before. Just put these little hats away, the remotes can go stashed in a drawer, pens in the cupboard, and we're good to go. Then any sort of exercise equipment like this foam roller down here, we want to do the same thing. Just stash that in a closet, make sure it goes where it belongs. Everything in the room needs to belong in the room that it's in. So since this isn't an exercise room, we don't want to see any exercise equipment. That's kind of a good rule of thumb when you're going through rooms, to make sure everything belongs where it's at.
Thank you. And we'll head into the bedroom last. And last room today, we're going to do the bedroom. So go through it.
Perfect. So here in the bedroom, we got some of the same issues we've been seeing throughout the house. Any tops of our cabinets or side tables, anything like that, usually have some books and miscellaneous electronic stuff. We just want to get rid of those, stash that away. The bedroom, especially if you have an ensuite bathroom like this one does, usually we'll run into some towels, laundry baskets, things like that. We want to stash those away in a closet if we can. We have a few shoes over here. We want to go ahead and put those away as well. The bed looks really nice, actually. You want to make sure your bed is freshly made and sheets are nice and crisp, so this looks really good. Big one that's really common is we want to stash all of our pet beds. Again, we love our pets. They're part of our family, but not everyone does, so we want to kind of get that stuff out of the way for people that may not be as interested in our dogs and cats as we are. And then again, side tables are a super common spot for water glasses, phone chargers, books you're reading before bed, but we want to clear all of that stuff off again so we have a nice fresh surface that looks like we have tons of space in the house.
And how about that little part of the bathroom right there?
So we do have the bathroom connected right here. One of the first things that I saw right away is this trash can. We just want to make sure all trash cans are hidden. It's another one of those things that you just don't want to see other people's trash. And then the same thing that we've talked about before on those countertop surfaces, we want to get rid of all of our makeup, perfumes, toothpaste, mouthwash, anything like that. We just want to stash in a drawer for the pictures.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me and for all the tips that you gave everybody out there for getting their homes ready. And thank you all for joining me for episode 21 of Talk About It Tuesday. And I'll see you next week. And if you need home pictures done, Katie's your girl. You have her contact info up there on the screen.
Thanks so much.
Have a great week.